The 10 best locations in Dragon Ball. Planet Cereal is just one of many intriguing locations in the Dragon Ball universe, but which locations are the best of all? With another Dragon Ball Super chapter out, published on May 19, fans further get to see Granola's home planet, Cereal. Planet Cereal is a beautiful planet mixing a newer city with a common architecture that might be seen on a Frisia planet, and the outside ruins contain buildings heavily inspired by real-world medieval architecture. The contrast shows obviously what is new and built by Frisia's empire and what is old, owned by the former Cerealians. Planet Cereal happens to be one of many intriguing locations in the Dragon Ball universe. Baba's Palace. Baba's Palace is a bit simplistic but features a beautiful palace centered on a lake in the middle of the desert. The parallel with her brother, Rashi, is great, who lives on a deserted island in the middle of the ocean. Baba's Palace contains more than its outdoor beauty and also has the devil's toilet inside. The demonic structures and deathly liquid below lend themselves well to the horror characters featured in the fortune teller Baba arc. Papaya Island. Papaya Island is primarily notable for the World Martial Arts Tournament, featuring most of the best tournaments in Dragon Ball, and will always be a well-loved location by many Dragon Ball fans. This tropical island is displayed with swaying palm trees and muggy weather. It's great to visually see audience members at the tournament with sweat trickling down their brows or a fan in their hand to cool themselves down. The structure of the tournament is also beautiful and the perfect place for combatants to fight to decide who the greatest martial artist is. Hyperbolic Time Chamber. The hyperbolic time chamber is, in truth, a void area, but this lends to its greatness. The chamber creates extreme conditions that allow fighters to train quickly, not only because of the conditions but also due to the time. 1 year within the chamber is 1 day in the real world. This overwhelming location is brilliant with how vast it is yet how claustrophobic it makes those within it feel. Toriyama really did a splendid job of portraying this realm and making it feel threatening. Future Earth. A desolate and hopeless world. This at least appears to be the case in the ruined West City that is primarily seen in Future Trunks Earth. The future Earth has a constant feeling of impending doom and emulates how many movies depict a post-apocalyptic planet, especially movies like Terminator where robots have taken over the world. It's hard to know how far the city recovered after Trunks killed the androids, but the ruinous city looks about the same after Goku Black makes his appearance and spreads more havoc. Planet Vegeta. Planet Vegeta, alternatively known as Planet Tuffle and formerly known as Planet Plant, the destroyed homeworld of the powerful Universe 7 Scions that saw the death of most of them, has seen many variations throughout the years. Commonly, it's depicted with a red sky and has either rocky architecture, medieval-like castles, and or Frisia Empire architecture. It's hard to know for certain who made some of these buildings, as the Scions took the planet from the Tuffles but were then colonized by Frisia's empire. Most of what is seen of this planet is in Dragon Ball GT after Baby restores it, which doesn't feature many buildings and is instead mostly rocky terrain. Grand Kai's Planet. The Grand Kai's Planet features the strongest Otherworld fighters and is where the Otherworld tournament was held. Not much is seen of heaven in Dragon Ball Z, but in many ways, Grand Kai's Planet serves as one for the dead, at least, for fighters. The planet is gorgeous with heavenly green fields and bushes, and pearl-white buildings. And while the violet sky is an odd choice, it somehow fits the overall feel of the planet. It's almost a shame that some Dragon Ball characters couldn't stay dead to enjoy the relaxation of this world. Snakeway/King Kai's Planet. There's something oddly satisfying about the yellow clouds and the violet sky featured along this blue serpent road. While there isn't much going on along Snakeway, the anime did add Princess Snake's palace, and it does lead to the beautiful and small planet of King Kai. King Kai's planet, which wasn't always so small thanks to Beerus, is simplistic yet cozy. The grass is green, the sky is beautiful, and King Kai can drive his car across the planet for as long as he wishes. Mount Paozu. The beginning of the adventure and one of the most mystical places in Dragon Ball, Mount Paozu served as a perfect setting for the beginning of Dragon Ball and contains beautiful forests, rivers, and mountains. Its importance hasn't faded away as Goku and his family still live and thrive in the mountains. While most of what's seen in this area are the forests, it's actually much more vast than this and includes the Diablo Desert where Goku, Bulma, and Oolong first meet Yamcha and Puar. Planet Namek. Planet Namek, which debuted one of the greatest Dragon Ball villains ever and one of the greatest anime moments with Super Saiyan Goku, will always be one of the best locations in Dragon Ball. The colors of the planet are the reverse of Earth's, with a green sky and blue grass. The creatures of the planet are largely different in appearance but do contain some similarities. For instance, there are fishes and frogs, but they look much different than any fish or frog on Earth. And while Planet Namek is beautiful to look at as is, the way the planet transitions as it nears its destruction is one of dark awe that adds more intensity to Goku's battle against Frieza. Hell. It does seem odd that Hell is one of the best locations in Dragon Ball when it should be the worst. However, the way Hell has gradually been crafted throughout the years is too humorous. Torture is organized like a tour, with souls hiking up a mountain of needles and happily rowing in a pond of blood. Even Frieza's own personal hell features little angels singing and dancing around him. This is an outcome that doesn't seem bad to most people, but it is the worst thing imaginable for the villainous emperor.
Look, isn't that the same guy who fell off Snake Way and beat you in a foot race?
Hey, you're right, Dawes. Well, no wonder he was able to beat me.